Midlife can be a time of self-discovery, invention, reinvention, and focusing on what really matters to you. And for so many high-achieving midlife women, that means reframing purpose, really honing in on what matters to you and cultivating a life of purpose that is sustainable and feels good. I like to rely upon the work of Viktor Frankl in this regard. This is a book that I read in 1995 after my fiance passed away, and I needed hope. I needed hope that life could be good again. And a friend recommended this book, and I found so much comfort in this book. It's a wonderful book of dealing with adversity in life and cultivating an attitude that really helps you get through difficult times. And in his book, he goes over three different ways that we can cultivate purpose. And he refers to this under the umbrella of logotherapy. And the three areas that I highlighted back in 1995, my 27-year-old self at the time, these are creating a work or doing a deed, by experiencing something or encountering someone. And three, the attitude we take toward unavoidable suffering. And all three of these are part of my work in midlife at women and beyond in my program called Your Happy Second Half. We have an entire module dedicated toward cultivating purpose that works for you. And I go over these three methods. For example, the first one, creating a work or doing a deed. We dive into this in helping you discover for you what is meaningful. And it could be a hobby, it could be volunteer work, it could be waking up every day and deciding that you're going to spread kindness. So often we think of our purpose as these lofty goals, and so often they're unachievable or ways that we put pressure on ourselves. So I work with women in helping them to define and reframe what that is for you and in ways that are sustainable and doable, including crafts and engaging in fun activities. So I really love that Viktor Frankl talks about this as a way of cultivating meaning, creating a work or doing a deed. And I also want to mention the book by Elizabeth Gilbert, Big Magic. Throughout the book, there are various stories of people cultivating purpose and meaning in their lives in really creative ways. And in one example, it is a man who decorates a bicycle, and that became a really purposeful, meaningful experience for him. So there are so many different ways that you could do this first way of cultivating meaning in your life. The next is by experiencing something or encountering someone. And this speaks to my module C for connection. Our human relationships are the number one predictor of wellness, longevity, and how happy we will be in our lives. And all relationships matter, from the stranger at the grocery store to your close circle of friends. And we talk about in the program many different ways for cultivating your relationships in ways that are sustainable and that feel good for you. And this is so important for high achieving women in midlife and beyond, because so often relationships that previously were there for you no longer are. And it involves some level of ambiguous grief. Friends move away, your role has changed, so different activities that you were involved in might be different, and you no longer see the same people on a regular basis that help to cultivate your relationships. So it's a time of rediscovery, putting yourself out there, and I have a lesson in the program called the Connection Injection, 10 different ways to cultivate friendships in midlife. And lastly, the third way that he mentions for cultivating meaning is by the attitude we take toward unavoidable suffering. And this is really what drew me to the book, because I was suffering. My fiance had just died from cancer. 6 weeks later, my father died, and my mother and I found ourselves two young widows. And it was really this book that brought me hope again, hope that life could be good again, and that I would find love again. I needed to believe and see it was possible, and Viktor Frankl was able to give me that hope. So that is a big part of our program also. We don't avoid emotional pain. We address it. We feel it. So part of the program in the first module is under P for positivity. Now, that might sound like a strange place to put feeling emotional pain, but I talk about it with my lesson, the positive mindset grid. And maintaining a positive mindset is so much more than just positive thinking all of the time. It also involves dealing with negative thoughts. It also involves knowing for you what works for you to elevate mood, and it involves dealing with emotional pain, that inevitable suffering. We all suffer at some point in our lives, and to ignore it is not helpful. And when we can deal with it and grow, it's how we are able to change post traumatic pain and turn that into post traumatic growth by addressing our emotional pain and not ignoring it. So that really covers the attitude we take toward unavoidable suffering. So this is all within the context of your happy second half. We meet weekly on Wednesdays at 7:30. It comes with online access to my proprietary curriculum called the Prioritize P.E.A.C.E. method, where each letter stands for one module: P, positivity, a positive mindset; E, exercise; A, achievement; C, connection; and E, empathy, starting with empathy for yourself. So if this sounds of interest to you, I invite you to join us. Our first group session is tomorrow. I'm sorry, Wednesday, May 20th at 7:30 Eastern Time. 7:30 p.m. Eastern, and women are welcome to join at any time, but we cycle back to the beginning of the curriculum every 3 months, and that happens to be this Wednesday, May 20th. So if you'd like to join us, please reach out to me and I'll send you the link for you to sign up right away so you don't miss a thing. We'd love to have you.